You've probably heard of CBD by now because it's gaining so much popularity in the mainstream, and for good reason. People are noticing all sorts of benefits taking it. Personally, I'm obsessed with it. I'm practically addicted to it, even though you can't actually become addicted to CBD. But if you could, I basically am. Because why would you not take a supplement that is so natural, especially if you've been struggling with weight loss, especially if you're struggling with sugar cravings, especially if you're doing all the right things and not seeing the results that you're looking for? Why wouldn't you take something every day that can help you achieve those, and so much quicker? But these three little letters might have you scratching your head. Like, what is CBD? What is it used for? And why is everybody so obsessed with it? Well, let's start with the biggest misconception right off the bat. Stop! It's not weed. CBD is not weed. It's not marijuana. You can't get high from it. Let's just start right there. So before you start getting these visions of pot leaves and purple haze in your head, just know that CBD is very different than THC, which is the psychoactive component of cannabis. But even though you can't get high from CBD, people still love it. People are still taking it, and for a lot of different reasons. You know, people are taking it to help deal with stress and anxiety. People are taking it to help with the jitters, to calm inflammation, to boost immunity, to help them sleep better. But my favorite two reasons to take CBD are for weight loss and sugar cravings. By the way, I'm Cassie, and I'm known for helping women lose weight and keep it off, so we're gonna talk about how CBD can help you do that. For starters, CBD helps to optimize your stress response by lowering levels of cortisol. Now, you might recognize cortisol as your stress hormone. It's known as our stress hormone because cortisol levels go up when we're stressed out. And what happens is, this is how you can actually gain weight from being stressed out, independent of your nutrition. It doesn't even matter what you're eating, doesn't matter how much you're exercising, you can be doing all the right things, but if you are stressed out, you can actually gain weight, because when cortisol levels go up, so do your blood sugar levels. And when your blood sugar levels go up, your pancreas secretes this nice little hormone that we don't really want working very hard called insulin, and that's your fat storing hormone. So insulin will store that sugar as fat, and this can happen as a result of just being stressed out. Doesn't even matter what you're eating. Plus, that's not to mention stress eating, which is a whole nother, double whammy effect. So the great thing about CBD is it actually helps to optimize your stress response, and it lowers your cortisol levels. And you may also know that being stressed out and having high levels of cortisol are both culprits of cravings. And that's one thing that I love the most about CBD, is it actually can lower your cravings, whereas marijuana can actually give you the munchies. So remember, CBD is not marijuana, it's not weed, and it can actually do the opposite there, where it actually helps you have fewer cravings because it optimizes your stress response. So I just love that about CBD. Easier to lose weight, fewer cravings. Two of my favorite ways that CBD can help you lose weight and keep it off and feel your best, so you don't feel controlled by sugar. Now, because CBD is such a hot commodity right now, everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. They're making their own products. They're trying to make money off of it. There's so many different CBD products out there, especially, there's soft gels, there's tinctures, there's different brands, there's different amounts all over the place. I want to tell you the top 4 things you should look for in a CBD supplement. Number 1, you want the perfect duo. You want your CBD to be paired with fish oil for 2 reasons. Number 1, this helps to optimize the anti-inflammatory response. That actually means it's gonna help you see results quicker. Plus, the fish oil can increase the bioavailability, that's a big word, say it 10 times. And the bioavailability, when that increases, that'll actually help you absorb it better. So this helps you see quicker results and better results. And then serving size, because there's no official standard serving size for CBD, you're gonna see serving sizes all across the board. The best to look for is 10 milligrams. What I love about 10 milligrams per serving is this allows you to start there as a benchmark, and you can always increase and add on from there, but it's a really, really good place to start. Now, number 3, as far as the delivery method, you wanna look for soft gels. There's so many creams and balms and tinctures, but the problem is you don't know the exact dosing when you're doing something like that. With the soft gels, you can get it exact, so you know exactly how much you need once you start figuring out what works best for you. And last, but certainly not least, this is probably the number 1 thing you actually wanna look for, is the quality of the CBD supplement. There's companies that have never even created supplements in their entire life, and suddenly they're creating CBD products. You wanna look for a company that has done this before, they've got other supplements, but also you wanna make sure the company is pharmaceutical grade and third-party tested. Those are the terms to look for. I've talked about this before. One of my biggest concerns with supplements is that they're not regulated by the FDA, so many supplements out there don't even have what they say they have in the bottle. So you could be buying a CBD product that looks great and it meets the other 3 qualifications, but it doesn't even have what it actually says is in there because nobody's regulating it. When you get pharmaceutical grade supplements, third-party tested, they're actually having a third party come in and test and make sure that what they're saying is actually true. So this is something that's so important. And let me tell you, companies that are doing this, they're proud of it because it's not cheap and it's not easy, but it's really, really important to make sure that your supplements are actually tested for quality.